happen here, May 18th. Here we have Streak Killer from Georgia. Saul Canelo Alvarez, a four-division multi-time world champion, quite simply one of the greatest of all time.
I'm so excited for this fight. There is no nonsense here.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Georgia, wearing the red trunks, trimmed with black, the Streak Killer. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico, here is Mexico's first ever undisputed world champion and renowned star of boxing. Here is a four-division world champion and an undisputed super middleweight champion of the world, Saul Canelo Alvarez.
A lot of trash talk between these two fighters. Now it's time to put up or shut up.
Todd, I love this place. The atmosphere is usually second to none if you get the right fight.
So a capacity crowd here for this one. We've been waiting a long time for this matchup. And here we go. These athletes have promised us a war. Let's see if they deliver. Swing and a miss with the jab. How about that time counter shot? Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. He got out of the way of that right hook. They have no respect for each other's punching power. Punch, counter punch. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. So much pre-match drama before this showdown. Who could forget what we saw yesterday at the weigh-in? These two boxers are finally ready to get it on.
Can you imagine walking into this, Todd? Walking into an arena with such noise, people chanting your name. You can't even hear you.
Oh my God, Johnny! All hands on deck. We are witnessing an upset in the making. That was the moment.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Perfect counter shot. Nice counter. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. He is down big time on the score.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what? Next round, you're getting it. You're going to get it. Kitchen sink. Get back out.
Good round, I like it, I'm happy. Good man.
Get this boxing back together.
And there's the bell for round two. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. The straight right just misses. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. A swing and a miss with the left hook. punch and just got countered. This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
This fighter told us yesterday, I don't get paid by the minute. I'm going to go in there and try and knock my opponent out as soon as possible.
If you get in with a slugger, they want to work at their own pace. Use speed, frustrate them, take them out of their comfort zone.
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere, look at this. Oh my word, Canelo just got clipped. How is this fight still continuing?
Being dazed now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance. Let's get it started in round 3. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto.
Oh my goodness, Johnny! Do you believe what we are seeing? A much better game plan here.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
And he scores with the counter. Swing and a miss with that jab. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. The straight right just misses. Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
Counter punch is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Looking to land the hook. You'd like to see more jabs. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. I promise you, all 3 judges here are going to give...
Just stay focused.
There's the bell to start round 4. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Well done with that counter shot. Only catching air with that hook. How about that time counter shot? Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. There's a counter shot. Catch and shoot. Nice counter shot. Nice looking right hook, but he blocked it. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Those counter punches has to hurt. Missing with the hook. Good counter punch. Well done with that counter shot. And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. That counter shot lands. Couldn't land that jab. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Why weren't they more cautious? Well, he is glad to have heard. And there's the bell for round 5. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Beautiful counter shot. It's always fascinating to watch two good welterweights because they've got blurry hand speed and good power.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Swing and a miss with that jab. Beautiful counter punch. Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? Well, with welterweights, they sometimes bring you the best of both worlds. Fast hands and power.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Start respecting each other's punching power. Did you see that? Canelo Alvarez just got rocked in a big way. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. The game plan. There's the bell for round 6. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighters.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Nice counter shot. That uppercut doesn't get through. And down goes Street Killer. Blink and you miss it. Good thing we can watch that all over again.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
One, two, three, four. You still want to fight?
The referee says we will fight on. Not sure about this one.
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight's capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
Pretty good start the first half of this round.
No doubt at all. You can see who's winning. You can see who's got it in hand. You can see who's comfortable. Or it's a bit of a mousetrap.
Well done with that counter shot. In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a cusp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
It's been all one-way traffic with just 10 seconds to go in the round. It's not over till it's over. Here comes round 7. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Perfect counter lands. Those counter punches have to hurt. Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? Good counter punching. That jab misses. Holding nothing back here in the round. Very competitive round here so far.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
These two were made for each other. Well done with that counter shot. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Well, he isn't. And there's the bell for round 8. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off.
Oh my goodness, Johnny! Where was the defense? I thought that was the end, but here we go again. Back into the fire.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
They both want the knockout. And he scores with the counter. This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
The straight right just misses. One punch could change everything in this battle. Perfect counter shot. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place. Whoa, wait a minute! We've never seen Canelo in this sort of trouble. What an upset here as Alvarez goes down! When you get hit with a body shot like this, there's... 1, 2, 3. This next round is going to be crucial. Let's see how much fatigue we see here in round 9. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
Coach, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. There's a counter shot. Hold that thought! Canelo in serious jeopardy here, going to the canvas. Big shot, and Alvarez is on the canvas. Wow, let's take another look at that.
That's lights out right there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're out.
It happened. You saw it here live. A knockout win. Congratulations.
What a build.